So at TSAM this year I was speaking on a panel that covered disparate points on data management, such as how we unravel the buzzword bingo that goes around with different terms that people are using in data management. We looked at the issues to do with miscommunication of information caused from poor management of data, what the consequences of that, what the strategies people are doing to put in place, how to resolve it. And ultimately then, how can we get business and IT talking the same language such that we have at least a reasonable chance of success of putting these problems to bed. I think some of the key concerns were that business and IT are not talking the same languages, that organizations are still struggling with this. People are surprised that we're still struggling with this because 5 years ago we were talking about the exact same problems, yet people don't seem to be learning. But hopefully people will start to realize that projects can't be delivered by technology specialists alone or business specialists alone. It needs a combination of the both. They need to work really interactively together. It can't just be a technology or business-led project, and it was a really key theme that went on today. Well, the big driver that we're seeing certainly over the last few months, and that we see continuing for the next 12 months, is the fact that sales and distribution are driving the agenda on data management. Suddenly it's become a very high-profile problem that they need solved. There are more and more products that they want to get to sell in the market. There is more data and more breadth of data that they need to get through, which means in the back office they need that to be scalable. They need audit and compliance to be on top of this increased amount of products, the increased amount of data. And if that engine isn't running smoothly, the data is the oil to the sales engine. If it isn't coming in, the engine seizes up very quickly and suddenly sales start to dry up because you're not competitive. You're not getting information to the market on time. So we're seeing this as a key driver, whereas previously everything was being driven by regulation. It was being driven by fear of loss of mandate or the exposure to financial penalties, but now it's been driven by sales and distribution. So MoneyMate offer managed data services to global asset managers. Our goal is to put asset managers in control of their product data. So we provide a technology framework that supports the delivery of governance and stewardship of information in that what we call the product publication cycles that occur on a daily, weekly, monthly or quarterly basis. Information that ends up in the public domain. We're talking here about websites, fact sheets, sales and marketing decks, RFP databases, submissions to consultants on a monthly basis. Basically anything that sits in front of someone outside of your firm needs to go through a really structured, auditable, systematic data quality management process. And we provide that technology framework that supports that. Obviously the firm themselves, they need to have the people and process in the background because that's what's required for a successful implementation at the end of the day.